Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome. I'm Ryan. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a general read and be dealing with and what their intentions are towards you. Of course, everything may not resonate, so take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot reads after this, please check out my wife's channel at Theyre Tarot Choose Review as well. Thank you. Alright, let's see what's going on. Excuse me. Excuse me. Huh? Okay. But, okay. Couple more and I'll jump in. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, jumping into this Sagittarius. All right. They're clearly showing me you and them. Now, right away, you guys are communicating. I don't know specifically about what, but I feel like it's everything going on. Everything that needs to be taken care of, everything that needs to be managed, everything that kind of like is been and has been built up between the two of you, everything that guys have accumulated together. That's interesting. That's a very interesting perspective of them. This is what I'm energetically looking at the equivalent of here, Sagittarius, is they're saying they are who they are and they do what they do and they got to do what they got to do. And what I don't understand, though, is on one hand, and we'll see if we can kind of dissect this, on one hand, they say they love who they are, they love what they do, they love what they have with you. On the other hand, though, is they know they got to do what they got to do, which they enjoy doing what they do, but for some reason, it's kind of like, and gone. It's very short-lived. There's an emotional high from this, but then there's also an emotional dip from this. And what they're kind of showing me specifically is you. I gotta say it the way I look at it and see it. Arm candy. They're looking at you like arm candy, Sagittarius. Here's the thing. It's nothing negative. It's not me, being an ass. It is what it is. They're saying, you know what? I got Sagittarius on my arm. I got Sagittarius by my side. I am happy and I'm fulfilled and I got who I've got. Okay, so there's something about the living situation or the home life. I don't know what this is about. That is what they're saying their attention and their focus is on, because something ain't sitting right with them. And I don't know what this is. They're learning about the dynamic between the two of you and how everything kind of works together, and it ain't sitting right with them. It's not. I feel like this is one of those situations where they are wanting to keep and have their house in order with you, but something just is not in order. Something's not in order. Don't know what that is. Okay. Funny cards. Real funny cards. I mean, they are emphasizing though. It's like it's not a matter of like possessions. It's not a matter of possession, as in like what you have between the two of you that they care about. It's you specifically. It's like, yeah, it's enjoyable. Yeah, there's like an understanding of it, but they're saying specifically you, Sagittarius. Like they they just want you. I'm looking at 888 3 in a row. Mm-hmm. Looking at 777. What is that? They're accepting of the living situation, the dynamic. On the other hand, though, there's something. There's here we go. There's something here about, like, once again, they'll do what they got to do, which for some reason they're saying work and effort. It's like it means very little to them, but they'll just do it. I don't know why they keep circling back around to this, but there's something. Geez, there's something here about why it seems and it feels like, geez, here we go. This is like a situation of like we need to have a sit down, we need to have a talk, and they're kind of emphasizing like, don't take me the wrong way, Sagittarius. I'm happy with you. But they want to know, why is it that when they feel as if when they're up to their, like, when they're treading water and they're up to their neck and they're kind of like taking on more than they can kind of handle, they want to know, why is it that that's when you show up and that's when you care? Why is it when they're kind of like so neck deep in the shit that they got to do and take care of and be responsible for, that all of a sudden you present yourself like, okay, what's wrong? And it's like they're kind of emphasizing like, you should automatically know. You should already be aware of how much they do for the both of you, how much they do just in general. They're saying you should already know. And they want to know, why is it when it's kind of like you see them just almost like stuck in the mud, that's when you decide to kind of present yourself like, oh, something's wrong. And it's like you come around like almost like at that opportune moment to show that you care. And it's almost like afterwards rather than during. Because for some reason they're wondering like, do you care? And normally I ask this to Leo, and then Gemini will a little back. It's like, do you give a fuck? Do you care? Speaking of, there's Leo. Oh goodness gracious! Here we go. I know where this is. I know where this is going. Yeah, I know where this is going, and that's the thing. It's like this energy. I'm looking at 5, 5, 5, 3 in a row. So the realization that they're having is, like I said, it's like when they realize you come around, it's like, oh, what's the matter? What's the problem? It's almost like you're not attentive. You're there, but you're not there. It's what they're saying, Sagittarius, not me. It's what they're saying, not me. Because for some reason, when they realize this about you, their perspective of you, when they realize this about you, they have to like, cat got your tongue. They gotta swallow their pride, and they got to figure out like, how am I going to relay this information to Sagittarius? And it's almost as if instead of just kind of and instead of just talking about it or being upfront and straightforward with it, they're starting problems and conflicts and fights with you. And this is very similar to, I believe, yesterday's Virgo energy and who Virgo's energy. They're starting problems, they're starting conflicts, and it's kind of like, for some reason, they're trying to bring up like, can't you see that there are problems and issues that we need to take care of and deal with together that we're both responsible for, not just them kind of carrying the weight of the world for the both of you? Because they're feeling really down. They're also feeling very let down. They're also feeling very disappointed and kind of like, they're taking on the world for you, and the both of you, don't get them wrong. Once again, don't get them wrong. They're taking on the world for you, but it's also for the both of you. And they're wondering like, why isn't Sagittarius willing to do the same? So, goodbye.